Blood-curdling facts that you wish you never knew. Part 34. In 2008, Bruce Pardo snuck into his ex's Christmas party and torched it with a gift-wrapped flamethrower. These 5 Australian children were playing in a bouncy castle when suddenly it was lifted 30 feet in the air by a gust of wind. Unfortunately, they were thrown out of the castle mid-air and plummeted to their deaths. A mother named Heather Pingle died after saving her 4-year-old son from a pit bull. During the fight, she was able to wrap a cord around the dog and strangle it, but not before losing both of her arms and a significant amount of blood. In 1992, a 79-year-old woman purchased a McDonald's coffee, but accidentally spilled it on her lap and suffered 3rd-degree burns. She ended up suing the company, arguing the temperature was far too high, and ended up winning $3 million.
If you live in Colorado, you know the story of this building.
Now, I've been getting tagged in this video, so I'm here to explain what happened in the building. It said that this building used to hold parties for students. Every prom, event, graduation was always held here. However, one particular night felt different. Story goes that students were in this party, and everything seemed okay for the first part. However, something odd happened. A man appeared that nobody recognized, but he was awfully handsome, and he offered to dance with one of the students there. The young woman was having a fun time dancing with this mysterious handsome man. However, she looked down at his feet and found that he didn't have normal feet. It looked like he had hooves, and he came out with a tail. Soon enough, that whole ballroom figured that she was dancing with the devil. Now, this building today is permanently closed for some reason, and some of the students there still remember this exact event happening.
Trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Come, let's mix where Rockefellers walk with sticks or umbrellas in the mix. Putting on the Ritz.
Scariest videos found on the dark web. Part 2.
Die, bitch! Die, bitch! Die. Where you're not dying, bitch.
Время сейчас 44. Могло ли быть это чем-то естественным? Что я тут? Черт. Свои вопросы. Почему вы не хотите мне помочь? Черт. Черт. Кто вас тут держит? Черт. Кто ты?
See? Hey.
Encontré el patito Juan.
I never believed in love at first sight until I met my girlfriend. I grew up in a home with two parents who absolutely despised each other and only stayed together because it was easier for them than getting divorced. It really gave me a fucked up view on how relationships should work. Unfortunately for me, this meant that a lot of my girlfriends would end up dumping me due to how miserable our relationships were. I just assumed that my parents' way of treating each other was the way I should interact with them. I will admit that I was never in love with any of them. The first person I ever fell in love with was my co-worker Lisa. I remember standing there speechless the first time we were introduced. I had never seen anyone so beautiful in my entire life. The chemistry between us was instantaneous and we were always flirting with each other. We ended up being the talk of the office as all of my other coworkers were gossiping about us behind our back. I ended up being her shoulder to cry on after her last relationship ended. Over the course of a few weeks we ended up falling in love and quickly moved in together. She still reminiscences sometimes about her former fiancé and I try to console her as best as I can. It is hard not to smile though as I remember the look on his face as I swerved onto that pavement and hit him with my car. I had to reverse over his face a few times to make sure he was dead and to teach him not to get in the way of true love.